my kids' YouTube channel, Cindy Inspires. And today we are going to be making a very yummy dessert called strawberry-rhubarb crumble. And I'm really excited to make it. I can't wait to see how it turns out. So rhubarb is a little sour, so the strawberries will add a little bit of natural sweetness. But before we get started, make sure you give a thumbs up if you like this video, and subscribe down below if you want to see this video and all my other videos. Okay, let's get started. So first, our ingredients so we're gonna put 3 ingredients into a large bowl, and then we're going to let that sit for 30 minutes, and then we're gonna add these strawberries in there after it sets. Okay, so first, let me get my bowl. Okay, and then first, I'm going to add my little chopped pieces of rhubarb. And it looks just like this. This is the outside, kind of like a reddish, pinkish color. Yeah, this is one that's a little bit darker. Usually it looks like that. And it's usually a very long, like, stick kind of looking. And it looks like celery, kind of. They're just gonna dump all that in there. Just like that. Drop one in my lap. Okay, then we're going to add some white sugar. And all of the ingredients and how much you need will be posted down in the description box below. So right here, I have 1 tablespoon of cornstarch and some salt, but usually the recipe calls for tapioca and tapioca. So the recipe calls for tapioca, but we don't have that. So we're just and it calls for 2 tablespoons of tapioca, but we don't have that. So we're just using 1 tablespoon, which is half of 2 tablespoons we're just gonna use 1 tablespoon of cornstarch, and we put a little bit of salt in there. If you don't have that either, you can just use a little bit of flour, and you may need to use a little bit more than 1 tablespoon, but yeah. Just gonna pour all that in there. Okay. And now, I forgot you have to let this in and add that. We're gonna just mix that all together. Okay, so now I'm gonna push that aside. Okay, so now I'm gonna push this aside too. We're gonna take a little bit smaller bowl, and we're gonna make the outside, what we're gonna put on top. Okay, so you're gonna need some oats. Pour that all in there. That over here. You're gonna need some brown sugar. Put that in there. Just went like plop. And then you're gonna need some flour, all-purpose flour. Okay, and you're also gonna need some butter. And I'm gonna use my spoon just to get the butter out because it's a little bit harder. It's like that. Get it off the spoon. Okay. Okay, just like that. And then you're gonna use your hands. I'm gonna use my hands because I already used this one. and you're just gonna mix that all together. And you might get a little messy, but you can just wash your hands after. So the rhubarb that we made a couple minutes ago needs to sit for 30 minutes. So we're going to check on it every about like 5 or 10 minutes and mix it just a little bit to make sure everything's incorporated. And then after 30 minutes, I'll be back. So see you guys in 30 minutes. So I'm back from my 30-minute break, and so I don't know if you can see, but the rhubarb has let out its natural juice. So then now the sugar is kind of like a wet coating, which is super good. So now right here, remember the sliced strawberries I told you about that we're gonna add once we let the rhubarb and sugar sit for 30 minutes? Well, we're gonna add our sliced strawberries now. And then we're gonna mix that all together. Okay? So now, what we're gonna do, once you mix that all together, what we're gonna do is I have a white dish right here. And what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna pour all this, spread it out evenly, and then I'm gonna pour my oats and stuff. And then I have these little like candy nuts. I think they have cinnamon on it. I'm not positive. So I have cinnamon right here that I'm just gonna sprinkle on there. And if you're allergic to nuts, you can just sprinkle a little cinnamon on there too. It's just something extra. Or if you don't want cinnamon, you don't have to add it. So I'm gonna add that in there. First, let me spread that out before I add any more. Okay, then I'm gonna add the rest. Okay, I have 2 little strawberries in there. I'm just gonna add that in there. Okay, so now I'm going to spread that out evenly with my spatula. You can use your hands too if you want. Okay, now I'm going to add the little topping with my oats and my butter that I put in. I'm gonna spread that out. Okay, and then I'm gonna add the rest. Like that. Spread it out. Oops. That's okay, I just got a little bit on the placemat. Okay, so now I'm gonna add my little candy nuts, just like this, because we just happen to have this in our pantry. So I'm just gonna add that. So that kind of got in one big pile right here, so I'm just gonna spread that out. It smells so good. I just want to gobble all of this up. Okay, now I'm going to add my little bit of cinnamon. Like that should be good. I smell the cinnamon and it smells so good. Okay, so we're gonna put this in the oven and I'll come back with the finishing of what it looks like. So see you guys later. Hey guys, so I'm back and we baked this for 350 degrees in the oven for about 45 minutes. And I'll tell you guys, this crumble looks outstanding. This is what it looks like, and it looks amazing. I just want to gobble this up. It looks so good. And then we also made some whipped cream, and it was super easy. So all you need is heavy whipping cream, powdered sugar, and vanilla extract. And that's all. All you need is to put the metal bowl or whatever bowl you have into the freezer for 20 minutes with the beaters, so the bowl will be icy cold, and it'll help your whipped cream to make it faster. Okay, so I'm gonna take my little spoon and I'm going to get a little piece. Scoop it up. And scoop it up onto your plate. And then what I'm gonna do is I'm just going to put a little bit whipped cream on here. Just like that. And now it's ready to try. So let's dig in. Okay, so I think it is perfect. So with the rhubarb and it being a little bit sour, I taste a little sour taste, but it's also very sweet, especially with the cinnamon and nuts I put on there and the whipped cream. And then there's a little bit of like tartness with it, and it's soft. The nuts got a little crunchy, and it's just perfect. So I really hope that you guys follow along with this recipe, because this turned out very well, and it's something that your family or you will really enjoy. And I hope if you do make this recipe, this strawberry rhubarb crumble, I hope that if you do make this that you enjoy it and you have a fun time. So I hope you enjoyed this video, and I hope I inspired you to try something new and inspire others too. Bye guys, see you next time on Cindy Inspires.